For basically my whole life, my biggest insecurity has been my legs, and shorts have always been really difficult for me. But today, we're going to try on every single pair of shorts that I own. So many of them I haven't tried on or even seen in forever. So this is gonna be interesting. I think my most recent pair that I bought was like 2 years ago. I'm gonna try my best to link these, but honestly, a lot of them are thrifted. Yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm a little nervous, but I've come a long ways in terms of accepting my body and learning to love it and not put so much weight on how it looks. Let's start off with this pair. I know I don't completely hate this one. This pair I know that I like. I could not tell you the brand, but I'm gonna put as much as I can right up here. I always thought these were Levi's, but they're not. I love that they're longer. I've also worn them folded up like this. Actually, surprisingly, like fit really well in the waist and still are loose around the thighs. I think I wore these actually in my playlist closet video, so you guys might recognize these. The rise is really good. It's like not too low, but not too high, and I can also belt it. You know, I know they might not be everyone's style because they are like more like jorts. That's definitely more of where I've realized I feel most comfortable in shorts. We will get to some teeny itty bitty shorts because I do have those. I would say these make me feel kind of like a mom. They make me feel very 90s. They make me feel very like I can do anything in these shorts. These are definitely a keep. I love light wash things, but I tend to not look as good in light wash, I feel like. These are really cute. I would rate these, honestly, a 9 out of 10. I just forget about my body completely in these, and that's just a win. And they also look cute at the same time. So these are really fun. I forgot I had these. These are actually from Zara. I think I thrifted them or got them from a garage sale. I think these were the pair I bought like 2 years ago. The light wash on these though is a little bit more blue. This is more of like a white. I don't know. Maybe they look the same. But to me, I can tell the difference. Like these have a little bit more of like a denim blue, and this has more of like a aqua blue to them. I don't know. Whatever. I love how like the shape of them goes like this, and I love the distressing on them. These are really, really soft, which I feel like I have a pair of Zara denim jeans and they're really stiff, but these are really soft, really comfy. I don't know. Don't you think these look cute? I don't know. Jorts might not be your style, but I just think they look so fashionable and fun. Also, I want to say this is definitely a part of me decluttering my life, especially my clothes. I want to narrow it down, so I only have the things that I really, really love in my closet, especially when it comes to bottoms. It's just important to have ones that you don't have to sort through the ones that make you feel ugly or try them on again and make yourself feel bad. Yeah, I'm really hoping to get rid of a lot of shorts today. I want to be really strict about it, kind of how I was with my jeans. I just don't have any time to feel ugly, honestly. So that being said, I feel like I'd give these an 8. I don't love, you know, how much blue is in the denim, but other than that, I think these are great. I feel a little bit edgy in these, but also like modern and cool. Oh, I have bubblegum in here. These are Old Navy jean shorts, which is really cool. I am obsessed with these. I wore these in the Getting My Sparkle Back vlog. I love these because these are a little bit shorter. I also love the shape like this. They are though very loose around the waist, so they're very low rise. Like I really wear them kind of like casual like this, but it's again a nice switch up. I just feel like it gives them like a really cool look. I can't believe they're Old Navy. If I was told that these were like Levi's or like a Goldie, I would definitely not question it. They look really cool. I feel like they're not going like above my kneecap like the other two, but they're not too long. They're not like these, which we will try on. It definitely makes me think that I need to go back to Old Navy to see what they have for jean shorts this summer. I would give these probably an 8.5. I wish they fit a little bit better in the waist, but honestly, I like a looser look. That's definitely, for me in pants, what makes me feel most comfortable is having there be a little bit more loose flowiness there. You know, I feel like I say effortless a lot. Like you're on the weekends. Like it feels like me on the weekends in a short. I feel like this pair you're either gonna love or hate. This is a pair of Levi's. They were Levi pants that I cut off into jorts, and I am obsessed. I do feel like since I've gained a little bit of weight since my 2 pregnancies and everything, my legs just fill them out a little bit more than how they did before, but I do still love these. I feel like they're such a cool short. They did used to have like this part was connected, so they didn't look as like, you know, unsymmetrical, but I did find out that I did get these altered. I do have like a little bit of like stitching right here. I can't remember when I did that. It definitely gives more of a cinched in look and a little bit more high-waisted, which I like. I like this medium wash. I think it's fun. I don't know. I love distressing, and I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I really like it. And they're just a little bit different. So I feel like though, they're not doing it for me as much as they did last year. I wore them a lot last summer. I would have to say I'd give these maybe like a 7. I still always tend to reach for them because I love how they fit. I love how long they are too and how like unique they are, but they just aren't for every situation, you know what I mean? So feeling wise in these, I feel very, very cool. I feel very cool in these. I feel very unique and I just feel very comfortable. They're very comfortable denim. They're Levi's, so you can't go wrong with that, and they're just very worn in. So these are actually the shorts that are inspiring me to make my own jorts again. I want to do this again, but make them fit my current bodies. I think that's coming very soon, so I'm excited to do that because these ones I've just loved for so long, but I think it's time for another pair. Okay, I think we have our first get rid of. Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm wearing a diaper. Okay. These are Zara shorts. The denim is very nice. We'll start with the good. Very stretchy and structured. Like I remember really liking these, but I would wear them really high-waisted and like oh my god. This is probably like the most insecure area that I have is like my like upper thighs. I do like how they come in right here. I always like that in short just because it just feels more secure and everything. I think the distressing is fun. It's like that, like, you know, where it has a lot of distressing and kind of like fuzzy, but yeah, it just goes up way too high. I remember thrifting these. Like these were perfect white shorts that I thrifted and I was like, wow, I need a pair of white shorts, but I didn't wear them very often because they're white. Yeah, I honestly forgot at how short these are. Oh my gosh, I can see why I didn't wear these very much because I feel like these are very inappropriate. I would rate these a 2. I think if they just had a little bit more length to them, like just if everything went like 2 inches, like an inch lower, they would be great. I don't know why I've hung on to these so long because they've just been sitting here. I would just say I feel in these exposed, very like insecure, and that is not what we want. So these are going away. These are a touch better, but honestly, oh my gosh, it's so funny. Like these are so short, but I wore these all the time. These are American Eagle denim shorts. They're like extremely low rise where they're just barely like hanging off, but they like barely cover anything. The hard thing is that like, oh, and this is just a burn, by the way. I still don't hate these, like with an oversized, like kind of shirt like this, honestly. I love like, you know, where it's just like kind of like a pajama short, honestly. They feel so comfortable. I love the pockets poking out, but it is such a dramatic turn from these, you know? These even feel short now, and now these feel extremely short. I think these are all the way from college I've had these. I like that they're still loose though, as short as they are. I know that I should get rid of these, but a part of me doesn't want to. I don't know. Is that bad? I can only really wear these around the house. You know what I mean? I don't think I feel comfortable anymore wearing these out. But at the same time, I like totally would. No, I wouldn't. I don't know. They are shorter than I remember. So for a rating, I'd say a 4. I'm gonna right now put them in to get rid of, and we'll see how I feel at the end because we'll go through some of my other ones. But I do think we can do better. I'm a little conflicted about these. I love the wash of these. I bought these from like she like revived old clothing and stuff, so I think she cut them, which I love the cut, like this like shape here. You know how you give like more in the back and like kind of goes up here. They're a pair of Levi's, but they are just like very, very, very loose. They've always been just like a little bit like where they're hanging off my hips kind of, which like I do like that look. I don't know if they're the most flattering, but they are fun for like a shorter short. You know what I mean? Like they're definitely more appropriate than these American Eagle ones that are just like completely falling apart. But they are very like wide here. If they were just shaped a little bit different, and if they, but like I feel like they do kind of look cute. I don't know. What do you guys think? I do just feel like a little uncomfortable in them though. Like I constantly just feel like, not like they're gonna fly away, but like I want them up here, but up here is like way too much skin. I think these I might be getting rid of too. I think we can do better. Like I think we could honestly cut a pair of men's jeans and do better than this, I think. I will say that these are probably like a 5 just because I love the thought behind them. I love the denim, I love the wash, I love the look, but in actuality, like living life and moving around and like sitting, standing, moving, like they're just not a pair of shorts that I'm ever really gonna like reach for anymore, but I would like to replace these. So, oh my gosh, the way I'm feeling so convicted right now. These, oh my gosh, these shorts I used to wear so much in Austin, especially. I think because I didn't have as much leg to me, like they didn't seem as, you know, crazy, but now I just feel like they're just barely anything. Like Oh my gosh, I feel like this is what happens when you like start to turn 30. Like how, you know? Like I feel like in a picture they look cute, but like again in real life, these are a brand called O2 denim, and I definitely thrifted these. These did used to have like this attached, but not that it got any better. But they're a very light, almost like white denim, but they are not white, you know what I mean? And they have a really pretty like tan threading through them. I remember these just like looked cute with so much, but like they're so short. This isn't easy to get rid of. They're just short. In Austin though, like I wore these a lot with my swimsuit. Another get rid of, so we're doing good. I'm feeling better now because yeah, these in my book are like another 2. I don't know, these for some reason are making me feel definitely very insecure. I can't believe all my shorts are so short. How did that happen? Okay, it just got worse. I don't know if this is translating well on camera as it is in person, but these ones are from a brand called Supre, and I thrifted them. I used to love these, and I wore these up, but it has that like here, and again, my thighs didn't used to be this wide, so like I can try and put pictures as well. Hopefully I've been putting pictures, but they used to not look as short, but now like if I wear them, like this is just like, I feel like I can't even like show that. I'm going to get out of these as soon as possible. Oh, they also have like this nice little, these are a for sure get rid of. I can't believe I've been just hauling these around. You know, these used to be like a part of my life and a part of like my journey, but right now they just, I don't need them anymore. These are probably like a 1. These I probably feel the worst in. It just like, I think is one of those moments where you just truly realize like how much has changed. I honestly am like pretty happy about it. I'm happy to move on from the me that used to wear these shorts to the me that's wearing the other shorts. Like it's a good change, but it's still hard to be back in them. These are going away. Goodbye. I know that these shorts are also very short, but there's something about them that I still love and don't feel as bad in. I used to wear these all the time in Austin, like these, actually these and this pair. They're almost like identical, but we'll try on these next. These are from a brand called I also thrifted them. I love this part. This part kind of like redeems the short, but they're also like just not as bad, but you can wear them up like this, which I did a lot in Austin. I love the darker wash. I need a pair of like long shorts. These are all of my shorts I'm keeping that are long. I need a nice like rich denim blue pair. This exact denim is what I want in like a longer short. I don't know, I feel like they look kind of unique, but they're also giving like diaper, you know? I just feel like my legs are very exposed. Yeah, like I'm just doing this a lot. Like I feel wiggly. I give these probably a 3, but I think it's time to get rid of these. These and this pair were like my uniform in Austin. Like I love them so much. Please tell me I'm not the only one that like has a bunch of tiny shorts in their closet. Like where did all these come from? Here's the other pair. This one definitely wasn't as my favorite as the other one. These right now, like again, they want to go up. I just feel like these shorts are just not for the woman that I want to be right now. What are these? I don't even know if these have a brand. Also thrifted. These I would give a 2, sure. I don't know. These just don't feel right, but they are close. I will say, like again, if these were just an inch longer, how cute would these be? Like this a little bit, is that cute? I feel like they could be cute, but they're just not. I just don't feel like myself in these anymore. Wow. We are actually getting rid of quite a bit. So far, this is our pile plus this. I really do not know what to do about these brown denim Levi's. These are so fun. They've always fit a little weird. I love the denim, very soft, very structured. I feel like the waist, you know, it's pretty. There's a lot of space there. I do like right now, they do like cover quite a bit if I wear them like low enough, you know? And the brown is just so cute. Like I love a brown denim. I love the Levi patch, like that's really cute. But they do feel a little short still, even though it's feeling like there's way more fabric than the other shorts. But yeah, I've had these for a while. I remember I thrifted them in Austin. Yeah, such a good find. I still feel like I would wear these. Like these I would still wear with the right top. I could see myself still wearing these this summer, but I would be on the lookout for another pair of denim brown shorts because I do like the look. These type of things are so hard to find, like a pair of Levi brown denim. I don't know, what do you guys think? They're close. Like they're very close, like they're almost perfect, but they're just still like not quite there. So I give these like a 6.5. In terms of how I feel, like, I feel like they go with me. Like I do feel like they feel like me. They just feel a little bit uncomfy with the way that they're made and shaped. We're gonna hold on to them for now, just have a little variation between all of the denim jorts. Yeah, I'm gonna be on the lookout for another pair. This pair of Forever 21 shorts is kind of surprising me. I remember when I thrifted these in Austin. I thrifted thrifted them partly because I didn't have any black denim, but then I realized I am not a black denim girl, but the length of these is perfect. These fit really good. I do wish that they weren't black though. They have all these like buttons up the front, which is like a little tedious, but yeah, these are nice. Like they fit me in the waist really well. They still have a little bit of give, but they fit well here. They fit pretty well here. They're a good length. I just wish they weren't black. The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like, do I like the buttons? Like, are the buttons a little bit a lot? I feel like what would keep me keeping these is thinking like, oh, I'll wear these on a date night or something. But again, I don't wear black. Yeah, I thought these were for sure gonna be a get rid of just because purely of the black denim. But now that I have them on, I'm like, wow, these are actually really nice. I think though I'm going to get rid of just simply because black is just not my thing. I'm gonna give these actually like a 6. I feel very, very comfortable in these. I'm not thinking of my legs or my body, which is very nice, but the black irritates me. And for that simple reason, I'd like to get rid of them so I can add another pair that I would wear more in a different color. These are the last pair of denim shorts that I have, and they're little overall shorts. I had to have thrifted these at some point along the way. I can't even remember. It could have been college maybe, or maybe it wasn't that far back. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, they are a little bit tangled. These are a pair of Levi's. These are just so fun. I remember wearing these moving into one of my apartments or this house, I can't remember. They're great for just like throwing on when it's hot, doing things, cleaning, whatever. I love how they're looser. I could roll them up, but I feel like the inseam isn't very long and the crotch is kind of low. Actually, they do kind of look cute like that. These are just very fun. I am really excited to wear these this summer. I'm really glad I have a pair of like overall shorts. I still am looking for a pair of just overalls, like longer ones. These are so cute and easy. It's like a dress, but like you don't have to like feel so feminine, which is kind of nice. I like, you know, just feeling like I can do whatever. They are a little wide, you know. I definitely feel like I need a smaller pair, so I just like how easy these are. I feel like overalls should not be tight, or I at least don't want tight overalls. These are very fun. I feel very playful in these. I feel like if I had babies on earth, I would be definitely wearing this all summer long, you know, going to the farmer's market, going on walks. I'd give this like an 8. I really don't have any complaints about this. I think these are fun, and I'm really excited to wear them more this summer. I feel like I should have wore them more last summer, and I wore them a couple times, but I'm gonna try and wear these more. These are a classic. I have had these since college. Yeah, these have been around for a long time. I love the fabric of these though. I do have like some sort of bleach stain on here. I don't know if you can see that, but they are kind of wrinkly right now, but they do have pockets, which normally bugs me on a pair of pants like this, but they don't stick out or anything. Somehow they're like invisible, and they have a back pocket too actually. So yeah, I have been wearing these for years. They're not necessarily linen. I think they're cotton. They must be cotton, but they're from brand Wilfred Free, which I have no idea. I thrifted them long ago. Yeah, I haven't tried these on in a while, and I do really like them. I feel like they're a nice basic. I love the waistband. It's nice and thick and kind of like bunched up, which is good. Again, I've just had these forever. I feel like they're just a part of me now. I feel like I should probably get a replacement of them at some point, especially since, you know, they're just not the most like new looking, you know what I mean? They're not as nice, but I also don't feel necessarily like the cutest in them. So I'd probably give these like a 7, well, maybe like a 6.8. I feel very like laid back in these. I don't know, I'm a little hesitant now. I think they're still cute though. I think I just need to iron them, I think. These are my other linen shorts. These are actually, I think, true linen. They're from the brand I think. I have this kind of interesting like waistband thing right here, and then like a scrunch on the back. They're a little shorter now. I don't think I love that. They also have pockets somehow, like very small pockets. I remember like not wearing these a ton, and it's been a while since I've worn these, and I feel like if I do, like I'll wear them with like, again, a longer shirt and something like that, like a little bit lighter than these, and like a little bit more like that summer fabric, where these are just like, I don't know, they're just more cottony, where these are just a little bit more like breezy. I actually think I might get rid of these. I don't love them. I don't know, I just, again, I feel like we can do better with some different linen shorts if I wanted linen shorts, but I don't tend to wear linen shorts a ton. I'm actually really excited to get rid of these. I've just been feeling like I have to keep them with me because they're kind of a good find, you know, they're like linen. I have no hard feelings getting rid of these. So these I'd rate a 4. I feel kind of frumpy in these actually. So do you guys remember like paper bag waist? Like I feel like that was the thing, and I have 2 shorts that are paper bag waist. These are Wild Fable, so I just got them from Target. Are people still wearing waists like this? Like I do see it sometimes, even like with new stuff in stores, but it is a little hard to wear because you have to tuck it in whatever shirt you're wearing, and I don't love that, but it is very comfy, and I like that it adds like just like this like fun detail. AJ really likes these shorts. I am not the biggest fan of the color. I feel like now, like discovering my color season and just colors that make me feel beautiful. I think the reason I didn't wear these a ton is because this color just like didn't match. It wasn't like my color season. Like it didn't make me feel beautiful. It didn't go with like my, you know, features and everything. So I feel like I held on to these for a very long time, and I just don't wear them often. They are very comfy though. I like how they can go high-waisted and still be long enough. Like they're very cutesy, you know? Like I feel very like I'm going to a tea party or something in these, or like I'm like a princess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why I feel very princessy in these. I think I'd rather get a different kind of short that's a little bit more me. So I give these a 5, like pretty neutral, still very cute. I mean, they're hardly worn. I don't really think they need to be in my closet anymore. And honestly, whenever I see them, I feel overwhelmed. Like I feel like the pressure that I should have been wearing them, but also like the feeling that I like don't want to wear them, and why did I buy them, you know? These are going in the get rid of pile too. Okay, this next pair is also a paper bag waist. This is, what brand is this? Love Rich or something? Again, thrifted. Really nice quality fabric. They have pockets. I wore these a ton in Austin. I feel like this is more of my like coloring. I feel like a little bit warmer. It doesn't really go with this shirt though, but these aren't really like fitting very good, and these do get like they're a little bit short. They're very comfortable though, and I like that you can actually like tie the tie in these ones. You know, the tie didn't really do anything. It was more for looks. These are fun. I love the idea of a colorful short. I'm just realizing now that I don't have really any colorful shorts, which I kind of am realizing I kind of want. I feel like for summer that's just kind of fun. The cut of them is not like my thing anymore, and like this paper wig waist always has been like very annoying because you kind of have to like move it around like this. Just this red is like only, I don't know. It was good for the time. I have some really cute pictures in these shorts, but yeah, I think I'm moving on from these. I would give these like a 4. I think they just in general just weren't my size since they're a large. Yeah, just not my style anymore. Did I already say frumpy for another pair of shorts? I do feel kind of frumpy in these. And you guys, I am shocked at this next pair of shorts. You will never believe the brand that they are. No freaking way. I thought the whole time that these were Zara. I was almost 100% sure. I thrifted these, so don't worry, I didn't buy them new. I am in shock, but these are Shein shorts. You guys know how I feel about Shein, but I understand because I love places like Old Navy, you know, places like that, and it's hard to find clothes that are affordable and still look cute. So I understand why people get Shein for like the trends and, you know, just the affordability of it, but I just like want to buy things that are gonna hold up over time, and I feel like typically Shein stuff does not. I have worn these quite a bit, not like a ton. I wore them more when I first got them. I feel like in Austin they made a little bit more sense. I can roll them so they're a little bit like this. They don't have any, you know, pockets or anything, which is fine. They're like, these are just so awesome to me. I wish I was wearing these with a cute white top, going to get margs with like some like little brown shoes, like heel kind of like things. I thought these were gonna be an easy get rid of because they just don't work as well here in the Midwest. They definitely could, and I have worn them here. They just like aren't matching like my vibe as well, but I do like that they're different. They're kind of colorful, but I think a part of that is that they are harder to match with things, and I just like don't like find myself reaching for them because they don't go with everything. They are actually surprisingly like a nice fabric, and like I like the, you know, how thick the waistband is. I feel like I need to get rid of these just because I didn't wear them a lot the past 2 summers. Being in Wisconsin now, they're just not, again, like I said, something that I reach for. I would give these surprisingly a 6.5. The length is perfect, the fit is great. Like they're just like very simple shorts. I don't know why I did air quotes for that, but like, they're just fun. But they are in a size large. I don't know if you saw that. So they are like bigger. They just are a little weird, a little off. Something's not quite right. So again, I feel very Austin-y in these. I feel very beachy, summery, but I also feel a little awkward. I feel like I'm not styling. They're hard to style right. So these I get rid of too. After all that, these are the shorts that we are going to be getting rid of. So many of these have been in my closet for literal years and years, if not like a decade almost. So this feels really good to get rid of these. I think it just made me realize too, like because shorts are so hard for me, I just tend to hang on to them, and like I don't buy a ton of new ones because I kind of stick with the ones that I know. And I didn't realize that I was doing that. I was just kind of ignoring my shorts a little bit and kind of like holding out each summer. And then, like I said, just holding on to different shorts, but then it made me feel worse. So this feels very good, very satisfying. And this is all of the shorts, every single pair of shorts that I own now. This is all I got. I'm definitely sensing a theme. I like light wash shorts. Now that we've kind of analyzed things, I'd love to get a pair of darker medium wash shorts. I definitely think that's a must. I thought I'd go into this thinking that I don't have like any good pair of shorts, but I really do. Like, I love those first 3 pairs of shorts that we tried on. I think it was the first 3 pairs. It just made me realize like how like content I am with that. Because I thought I wanted the jorts from American Eagle, but now trying on these, I'm like, actually, I don't need any more light wash jorts. I'm really excited to see what we find this summer for shorts. I definitely am going to be on the lookout, and as always, I'm going to be very picky because I don't want any more shorts sitting in my closet. Thank you so much for going through every single pair of shorts with me. This was so helpful. We literally like cut my shorts in half. Keep and get rid of. So I feel really, really good about that. It makes me so much more excited for summer and just overall getting dressed. I highly encourage you guys, as always, to go through your clothes too. If this is motivation for you, do it. It sucks. I've been ignoring this for literally years. I've just, like I said, keep stacking shorts on shorts, but this feels so much better. So I feel very proud of myself for kind of facing all of these shorts that I've had and held on to, especially, like I said, just being insecure in that area. I feel really, I don't know, confident still. Like, this didn't wreck me trying on these shorts. I know my body's not perfect and, you know, it's changed a lot and it doesn't look the same as it did in some of these shorts, but I feel beautiful still, and I don't feel like that changes my worth or anything. I don't know, all these cliche things, but I really feel like brick by brick I've gotten stronger in my body image and stuff. It still isn't perfect, and I still like feel negatively about myself, and I'm like very critical, but I do think this was like, I don't know, I just feel really proud of myself for how far I've come, because doing this like before would have totally destroyed me, but it didn't. And I'm excited to get new shorts that actually fit my body now. Yeah, just a reminder that you're beautiful and that I feel you if you are dreading short season. I still honestly am kind of dreading short season. We're in it together, and if it takes buying a new pair of shorts that make you feel beautiful, I highly encourage it. I probably am going to do that too. But yeah, okay, enough rambling. I love you guys. Thank you for watching and hanging out with me as always. I put out videos every Monday and Thursday, so be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next laundry chat.